Don't let anybody tell you differently. This is the fight on this card. More people will care about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, but this is the fight on this card that everybody needs to especially pay attention to. Bryan Fonseca here, youtube.com/Bryan Fonseca. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, the second time around. We are getting this rematch finally. This is going to be for the Undisputed Championship at 140 pounds, super lightweight. The previous fight, if you remember, was for the Undisputed Championship at lightweight. Both times Katie Taylor walks in as the defending champion, even though Amanda Serrano has had the Undisputed Featherweight Championship, but she's moving up again in weight to challenge Katie Taylor. Predominantly, and for people who don't know, featherweight is 126 pounds, which is where she's mostly been in recent years. The limit for lightweight is 135. So last time when they fought in April of 2022, a fight that Katie Taylor won, a controversial split decision. Some people think Amanda Serrano won. I'm one of those people. That doesn't affect how I look at this fight. We'll get into that shortly. But successfully retained last time in Madison Square Garden, Amanda Serrano's hometown, New York City. She actually grew up in Bushwick, Brooklyn, one neighborhood over from me, who grew up in Ridgewood in Queens, New York City. You can literally crawl from Ridgewood, get to Bushwick in 5 seconds. Like, they're so close to each other. And funny story, actually, Amanda Serrano is one of the athletes I probably covered the most over the last 8-10 years or so. In fact, when I started covering boxing in 2016, the first fight that I covered was Carl Frampton versus Leo Santa Cruz. That would be in the main event at Barclays Center. It was a Lou DiBella promoted card in July of 2016. It was 1 month after Keith Thurman fought Sean Porter. And on this particular card, you had the return of Mikey Garcia. Paulie Malignaggi had a fight. Tevin Farmer beat Ivan Redkach. Tony Harrison, I believe, was on that card as well. You had Amanda Serrano on Showtime Extreme get a first-round knockout and successfully defend her featherweight title. By that point, she had only been a world champion twice. She has since been a world champion numerous times across 7 different weight classes, which is a record for women in boxing, which is second in all of boxing, only to Manny Pacquiao. So she's a legend among legends. And with Katie Taylor, you have 2 of the pound-for-pound best in the sport. So we're going to get into a little bit of what happened last time around and what we could expect. I have a prediction that may be a little surprising. We'll get into that now, after the film study. Okay, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 1. I thought this was 2022 fight of the year. Katie Taylor successfully defended her Undisputed Lightweight Championship. Scorecards read 96-93, 97-93, both for Taylor, and a 96-94 for Serrano. That's how I had it, 96-94 for Serrano. I thought a draw also would have been fair. Let's get into it. So right here, right off the jump, Katie Taylor's going to do a lot of this because Amanda Serrano is one of the best pressure fighters, frankly, that I've ever seen. She's just a warrior, walks you down the entire fight. Boom. Like, simple things like this. Amanda Serrano has her in the corner. Katie Taylor figures out a way to pivot out of it. And boom, just timing. Timing is everything. Timing will be everything in this fight. In pursuit again. Here we go. Boom. Katie Taylor tries to time it. She eats a shot for her troubles. Let's look at that one more time. In slower motion. Bang. They tag each other here. It's going to be a chess match. It's going to be a lot of that. Same thing here. Boom, boom. So when Amanda Serrano pressures, she's not like completely reckless, right? Trapping Katie Taylor in, pinning her on the ropes. Katie Taylor figures out a way to sort of evade the worst of it. Throws a 2-punch combination that misses. And here we go. Timing. There's the block. There's the counter. Left hook right there. Amanda Serrano drops her right hand, and she's wide open for that counter that Katie Taylor just lands. This is an example of the pressure working for Amanda Serrano here. Boom. There's a big shot. So Katie Taylor's trying to time her again, but Amanda Serrano figures out a way to get through. Look at the right hand. Over the top of Katie Taylor's left, and there's your distraction. Kind of punches away the right. Coaches will tell you to do shit like that. You know, hit the right hand down so you could throw the right hook, or like just different sort of ways. Vasily Lomachenko is actually great at this. Boom. So that gets parried by Katie Taylor. And then unfortunately, here comes the left hand. Bang. And as a result, she doesn't get all of her left hand because she tries to throw a left hook that kind of just like grazes behind the head a little bit. Doesn't really have a big effect. But Amanda Serrano, boom, pops her with the straight left. That's beautiful boxing. Here's a block from Katie Taylor. And then here's a combination. Boom, boom, boom. Amanda Serrano a little slow there. Katie Taylor caught her off guard. And Katie Taylor still has that speed. Katie Taylor's 38. Amanda Serrano's 36. But Amanda Serrano has had 50 pro fights, and Katie Taylor's had, this will be 25th, I think. So basically half the amount of fights because she turned pro like 7 years after the fact. Honestly, this is what we saw a lot of right here. Just Katie Taylor on the ropes, boxing her way out. Amanda Serrano trying to continuously box her in. And the exchanges were so much fun. I'm not even going to say anything. Just look at this. Oh my God, look at the crowd. This is where Amanda Serrano starts cooking. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Just a little further right here. So here we go on the inside. Bang! Bang! When the southpaw has this combination in their bag, I just love it. Left uppercut, boom, right hook, bang. Boom, boom. Again here, that nose was cut up. Katie Taylor's nose was in bad shape. Boom. Uppercut, right hook again. Katie Taylor staggering, wobbling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is where I thought Amanda Serrano was going to drop her. She damn near did. This is in the middle of the fight, middle rounds. And then here, Katie Taylor's like trying to figure out how to hold on, how to create space, just trying to figure out how to navigate through this. And Amanda Serrano's just pouring it on. Just punch variety is great. Body, head, body, keeping the pressure on. Katie Taylor makes a mistake of staying in there, trying to exchange, and it's not going particularly well. Warrior for fighting out of it, but not what you want to do against Amanda Serrano. My God, look good. Wow. Like, that's how you know you've been in a goddamn war. Look at this. Look at this. You just gotta love this sport, man. Like, if I look like that in a fight, hopefully I finish. That's what I'll say. Katie Taylor ends up winning this despite looking like this midway through. These women are incredible. Here we go. Amanda Serrano figuring out, all right, we're going to take our head off the center line here, strike with the left, overreach, boom. Katie Taylor makes her pay. Just couldn't really find a distance there. Straight right hand. Jabs out of there too. Another straight right. Boom. Beautiful, creating distance. We're going to get to that next part in a sec. Boom. And then you'll see here, Katie Taylor's, look, boxing, moving. Guess what she wants? Moves, creates a space. Moving, blocking also. She ended the fight boxing really well, which is what I think did it for her. Shot to the body there, to the head, keeps his distance, moving. On her bicycle, boxing. This is how she, tends to win a lot of her big time fights. There you go, gets the better of that combination, and we're off. Toward the end here, this is the last round. But she's not trying to just brawl. She's boxing, she's moving her head. Amanda Serrano's doing what she can to sort of hit the body and limit that movement. And there's that quickness. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Go back, because it's the last thing we're going to see, and then we're going to end this video. But Katie Taylor gets the better of this exchange toward the end. That hand speed, man. Late in fights to have this. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Just throwing hooks here, getting the better of this exchange. God, what a fight. What a fight. I think Katie Taylor's going to win this fight. I feel like I'm committing a crime damn near, but I'm just being honest. I think Katie Taylor's going to get this decision. I think it's going to be very close again. I'm a New Yorican. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm from damn near the same neighborhood as Amanda Serrano. In terms of if you're just strictly betting on it, I'd be interested in a draw. A draw is something you just can't ignore. Amanda Serrano or Katie Taylor to win by split decision, majority decision is something you can't ignore. I think that Katie Taylor, she was able to win the last fight. She's gotten some favorable decisions. The first Delphine Pursuin fight, the fight against Natasha Jonas, which was very close. Second fight with Chantel Cameron, which I thought was maybe a little bit closer than one or two judges thought. She gets the favorable end of that. The Amanda Serrano fight, as we mentioned. So how do you bet against Katie Taylor in this situation? And then you have the fact of the weight. This is only going to be Amanda Serrano's third fight in this weight class. Last time we saw her was in July of this year against Stevie Morgan, who put together the absolute worst performance that I've seen in a prize fight this year. Like, Stevie Morgan looked like she didn't belong in the same ring as Amanda Serrano, or damn near anyone that we've seen in a high-profile boxing ring this year. This is bad performance, and Amanda Serrano just got her out of there for her first knockout in over 3 years. And Katie Taylor's pathway to winning this is boxing, and she can do that. She can hit, she can move, she can counter, and we know Amanda Serrano is going to bring that pressure, and it's just a matter of whether or not Katie Taylor can stand up to that pressure. She did it before, and I think she probably will again, even though personally, I think you can go the other way in terms of the judging and be like, hey, Amanda Serrano gets this one. There's a lot of money in the trilogy. So I'm not ignoring that possibility as well. But in terms of who I think is going to get the decision from the judges, I would say that Katie Taylor is a favorite for a justifiable reason. The weight class, not doing it in Amanda Serrano's hometown this time, and she won it in Amanda Serrano's hometown before. And ultimately, I think she has just a little bit more of a versatile toolbox to get this done. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an exceptional fight. And honestly, I think that both of these ladies have nothing else to prove after. If they want to do it a third time after, that'd be great. I think this is pretty legendary nonetheless. And I think the second fight's going to be amazing. So we have, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. We got NBA stuff, we got boxing stuff, and we're going to work in some MLB, NFL thoughts at some point here. Want to cover a little bit of everything, want to keep growing this. So make sure you do watch, comment, subscribe, watch time, all those different things. And we'll talk to you again very soon.